So Kwangdong is going to be pretty heavily indexed on the AD. Would not be surprised to see Youngjae go for at least a Demonic Embrace to try and leverage that a little bit. And even Dudu, right? We've seen Jax go for like more AP hybrid E-builds to try and leverage. As looking at the sandbox comp, I think the mid-jungle 2v2 being very strong is really big because this team has really struggled with so many parts of actually...
Number one, as we are ready, let's hop into the rift for game number one. That's interestingly a very common thing that we see actually from a lot of our pro players. I don't think it's just Korea, but we just have a lot of players that just don't read the patch notes or see.
Because the pick is very obvious, right? It provides a lot of team fighting power, a lot of disengage, as all level 2 hits.
Yeah, and there we go. The W is forward. Andel has to go and flash.
And you can look at some of these and go like, well, that team, because 5 of those are Delight. As Bulldog!
He's in a lot of trouble. Flash forward, and he goes down as the fleet footwork proc comes in right at the right moment. Shardaker Cheesy helping out there as well.
No real lifesteal to mention. And it's Bulldog that actually ups into this as well, right? And this is kind of the problem, is that you don't really have an opportunity to win this extended trade as...
와우. 좋습니다. 나 아직도 안 보였다, 아래 칼부에.
He's so good in the early game for so much of this split. Think back to even recently their series against Hanwha. As I don't know about this one, Youngjae. Although we do have Lee on his way.
Yeah, he's getting in. There's the chains. Youngjae not going to flash and instead just accepts his defeat. As now Closer's 2-0 on the Blanc at 7 minutes into the game. And he's going to have a Shiv.
Cool, and that was a good 2v2, but I know about this.
Yeah, Crash Down Taeun is so dead. Like, I mean, there's just no way for him to get out of that one at all, as Andel now just has to walk away. Really gonna, well, I guess we're just not going to see that then. As Closer calling out the play here onto Youngjae.
You see as well, I think that the plan was...
막혀줄게, 여기. 와우, 슛! 아니, 뭐야. 나이스.
What the hell? Nice.
The map is quickly falling away from them.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure. You talked about, you know, getting this LeBlanc online and being a big threat, especially in team fights, but you know, at this point, to get the Shiv this early on, and then, of course, Teddy's got his as well. So now you've got 2 lanes that are just farming under turret, basically. I mean, Tristana can obviously push away some of that. As meanwhile, up on the top side, we do have a big trade coming in all out from Clear as the knock-up not going to hit Dudu. We did have Youngjae making his way up here, but not quite able to bait Clear into this one far enough.
And he interrupts his back, but...
Clear, ult, maybe?
I think Clear is still fine.
Flash on in. The Q is not going to work as Clear is able to get away and just uses Unstoppable and Flash.
You can see the desperation, but every time that Closer like heads into fog, you have to abandon.
Yeah.
You can't stay close. As, oh boy.
Nice little angle here. Dudu, oh, he's going to get knocked out of the leap, and you see Clear, he doesn't have the all-out, so Willer's kind of just hopping around. Flash away as Sandbox fans praying for this one, and Willer is going to pick it up. As very nicely done to get over the walls and utilize that Lee Sin. Now he's got 2 kills as well.
As good as I think Ando has been individually, I do have to note that the one of the big reasons, as hold up, we might be having Taeun in trouble here.
Maybe he wants to trade in ults. Yep, there it is. Killer Instinct for Featherstorm. Teddy pushes the Xayah out of lane.
Yeah.
And TPs are coming in. Kwangdong Freaks, they do want to fight this one. Down 3,000 gold, trying to make this work as gonna get in onto the Rel though, as Kyle does get a big engage afterwards as the rest of the team is coming on in. Closer looking to assassinate Taeun and will get it with one more auto as Clear swoops in and steals the kill. One Counter-Strike though, and Bulldog popping in, trying to get the resets. Now we've got Dudu. Kwangdong Freaks trying to sum up this fight in their favor as Teddy over the wall. He's pretty trapped. It looks like he should go down to Dudu. Will pick that kill up. But Liv Sandbox still going to get the eye at the end of the day.
This is from the fact that Taeyoon doesn't have ult. And that force from Teddy ends up being used
Okay, he's just dead. Flash and Safeguard. Willer.
He also is able to then get mid lane turret, right? Because LeBlanc can then go back with Shiv, shove in as Dudu gets punished here by a teleport that comes through from Closer. And Youngjae, again, just a second too late.
나이스! 이거지.
He's pretty excited. He's a happy Teddy. This is not the way things have been going for Liv Sandbox recently. So Taeyoon going to get caught here. Does go into the Featherstorm, but a couple autos might do it as Clear's going to get the angle on him from the right side. Ondil desperate just to try to save the team, but it looks like Dudu is next on the chopping block. As over the wall he goes, and Closer will pick up a 5th kill in this game. Already has Sonya's here done 5-0 and 3.
Race for 6th.
Yeah, I mean, it's wide open. I think at that point you really need to look at strength of schedule and see like which winnable matchups are still available for which teams and see who's got the most likely chance of making it through. We had our probability CG created for the pre-show, which kind of highlighted some of that because it does factor in strength of schedule. That's why the probability is kind of cool and have a low chance of winning, but we essentially have to go for it at this point. As Taeyoon gonna get engaged upon. This time he presses his R button, does get stunned up. As now the route onto Kyle. They're trying to turn here onto the weaker support of Liv Sandbox, but he will get away as the teleport is committed to here by Clear though.
Is fully done.
Yeah, you talked about the mid-jungle duo. Willer has set up this early of a spike. As over the wall goes Closer. He is in a really weird spot, but again, he has Zhonya's, and he's going to chain down Youngjae as he's in his Zhonya's, and now there's no jungler! No smite on the side of Kwangdong Freaks! This is a free Infernal Soul for Liv Sandbox.
Someone on Kwangdong has to woke up, and unfortunately, that is Youngjae's job. As Ondil is going to, I feel like you just stick around and try to go for something crazy. Might as well try. Oh my, oh, he doesn't even get the back. Oh no, oh, yeah. He just wanted to back Closer.
No, he's just food for Closer and for Liv Sandbox. Closer now 6-0. As, you know, he got the 1v1 kill against Bulldog, the solo kill. Where did it even happen? Taeyoon has Flash. What? I mean, at this point, it doesn't, you know, it's not that big of a deal. But 13-3, Bulldog has to come back, picks up a shield bow. At this point in time, at least he is level 16. So he is getting some of that scaling. But yeah, Maokai ultimate going to be thrown in. It just feels like desperation as they do group up a couple of them, but the Magnus Storm is there, and the massive wallets are as well. As this will be the end of game number 1. Clear just tanking up the entire turret. Will give the reset to Bulldog, who does have a decent amount of damage, but just click on the Nexus and you don't have to worry about any of that. Down it goes. Liv Sandbox take game number 1 in very simple and straightforward fashion. We love Closer. He's having his first big pop-off game in a long time.
Yeah.
Which is really good to see.
Man. Wanna ask me something, Valdez?
Do you love the Braum here?
I think it's okay. I think with Sejuani Ash, you have a decent amount of... Don't
Especially if they pick Akali into it. I think it's great.
Don't do that. We've seen some really good Akali players pull this out. Oh. It's exhaust.
Exhaust Braum.
Yeah.
And Sejuani need to handle pressure. We'll see if Liv Sandbox can just will their way into a win here in game number 2.
And the front to back of Kwangdong is amazing. They have really good hard engage. My usual qualm with Braum comps is that if you have a support player that is on Braum and they are somehow tasked with starting fights, you get... I'm pretty neutral about them. To me, it really does feel like specifically LeBlanc uses it the best by far, particularly because of how her dashes work, right? Like, Akali obviously has her ultimate, but that's a much longer cooldown as Cal. He's gonna meet the door. Also gonna do the... Oh, Closer.
Does have a shuriken, and Youngjae not going to flash in onto that one, so Closer also just going to hold on to his flash. As meanwhile, flash forward here from Kyle, not going to hit anything as Taeyoon does respond with his own flash, but it's Hex Flash Rel. I think he'll take that trade any day, especially because Ashe is very immobile. At least she's got a problem with exhaust.
As Clear might be in trouble here.
It definitely is. He could try to pull Youngjae up against that wall, but Youngjae is not getting up against the wall. He's still going to get near the tower as Clear's just going to all-out him and survive easily without having to use his flash. Yeah, bit of a 3-on-3 situation as both the bottom lane's not here at this point in time. Dudu going to Counter-Strike, but he is not confident to go in on this one as they re-engage. That hits a clone as it was still available, and now Youngjae is just probably dead. He is going to charge, and that is a nice sweep here from Bulldog, but it's still the Rift Herald over to the side of Liv Sandbox, and now they're on the base. Kyle is here from the bottom side, forces the flashes. Teddy is alone under this turret, but he is fine. One plate.
But I think diving a full off Kai'Sa was going to be really tough either way when summoners are still up.
Uh-oh. He was on a ward. He was backing on it. Now all out. Dudu's in a lot of trouble here as Unstoppable away from the stun, and it is as easy as that. Clear picks up the solo kill with the price of one ward.
He's going to be way weaker up until that item is done. And Clear, not wasting any time here. Yeah, I mean, he comes up with a fresh back. A right grin. Yeah, a little chuckle.
Let's get it. I'm going in with the Wukong. I don't care about the stats. I'm going to make it work, and that he did. As Youngjae thinking about it, but probably a good idea they didn't, as Kyle on vision would have gotten that nice angle. As meanwhile, this is happening. We got all outs.
Oh.
But,
yeah, and they don't really know what to do. And Sandbox, they know what to do.
Well, I hope the ward was worth it, as Taeyoon is going to go down, and Andal might just follow. The Cyclone follow-up is great from the side of Willer, as he will pick up that kill. Now 2-0 on the Wukong, making it look strong here in this game. In this case, as just to add insult to injury.
Not kill Teddy, right? Teddy still has flash available, his clan's had his ultimate.
Well, maybe an angle. No.
Nope. Did force the ultimate. You know,
yeah.
That's something.
Closer's, you know, just having his fun. As Dudu now is in a rough spot. He doesn't know that he's getting ganked right now as the all-out does come in, but so does a teleport. Trying to follow up here is Dudu, but gets stunned up as the arrow is big onto Kyle. The damage should be there as the soldiers are getting to work, but no, one stun under it, and Kyle is going to live! Clear! Unbelievable as Clear gets the knock-up, and finally Kyle goes down, but still, it's Clear and the rest of the team. Closer following up with his own teleport, as that will be a total wipe in the bottom lane in favor of Liv Sandbox. Yeah, it's clear that, it's funny that Clear's in this game. It's clear that in this case, Liv Sandbox showed up in a big way. They seemed very prepared. They were playing a great game of League of Legends. Every mistake that Kwangdong Freaks made, Liv Sandbox were right there to do the right thing, the positive side of it, to actually get the lead, as Taeyoon might just be dead here. Follow up as the Kai'Sa comes in, and Taeyoon is just dead. It does not have flash, I think, for about a couple of seconds. Very unfortunate. As Andal now on the run. Very nice ult does come in, but the flash follow-up as the Cyclone is here. The exhaust not going to do much except slow down his eventual death as Liv Sandbox continue on their straightforward win here over Kwangdong Freaks tonight.
Also happy to see Kyle kind of have a bit of a return to form as Clear.
Yeah, a little bit of a situation for real this time as the all-out just totally dodges the Emperor's Divide. Down goes Bulldog, flash here as Clear in a really rough spot, but he is going to get frozen in. He might get away as Dudu. Oh, he runs straight into Taeyoon as the arrows will do enough, as now Closer already has a stopwatch, but, or the Zhonya's rather, he is going to get cleared up, but Teddy here, and no, Closer will survive. He's going to take the mantle of the guy that survives that with one health, as Teddy now on the follow-up. Sun coming in, flash and cleanse available for Taeyoon this time, but I don't think it's going to matter as Willer smacks him one last time. And that will be an ace here for Liv Sandbox. Yeah,
not again.
I think the answer is yes, as there it is, this time on the Bulldog, as Taeyoon also bullied on the back line by all of this dive. When you get this far ahead, 10,000 gold to lead for Live Sandbox. You can just press your buttons and dive anything. That's a double into a triple, actually, here for Teddy. And that might just be the end of the game with Live Sandbox taking the 2-0 tonight.
An absolutely pivotal win here for Live Sandbox. This is what keeps their actual dreams of making a run for 6th still alive. It means that what looked like a done deal a couple of weeks ago, Kwangdong going for that playoff spot, everything thrown into disarray here. 2-0 for Sandbox.
Yeah.
Coming in hot. You see in the back there, the coach is also going crazy.
And it did work in a big way.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Thank you guys, this is Dear for the POG Interview translation. We are here joined by Closer and Clear on the side of Live Sandbox, who just broke their 10-game losing streak. Congratulations on your win. What are the chances 2 players starting with CL got POG? I'm sure that the head of the Clear family, Cloud Templar, must be pleased. So how do you feel, Closer? We've been losing a lot. I'm really happy that we were able to win with a 2-0. I feel like we've all did really well. And Clear, what about you? I feel like now we can get off work with a smile on our face. I'm really happy about this win. Clear. So you faced Dudu, a top laner showing one of the best performances this summer. And this was actually mentioned in the point of the match. And you showed such a great performance. So how was the prep process like? Dudu, I believe he's such a great player. And so I actually made sure to prepare all the matchups that he's really good at. How is laning against him? Yeah, he's definitely really good. So would you say that you were just a better player today? Yeah, I'll just say that. Let's just put it that way. Closer, in Game 1. Game 1 started at so great. LeBlanc got 2 kills in the early game and bought Static by 7 minutes. So did you expect it to go so slowly? So smoothly? I didn't expect it to be going out so well, actually. So I'm really glad. So how did you manage to get Prio in the laning phase? I played a lot of LeBlanc and I've actually had so much experience losing with her, and then just a lot of overall experience, and that must be why. And with Static LeBlanc, you took 3 solo kills in Game 1. So we created a montage of those highlights, so let's take a look. Would you like to walk us through here? We're in the laning phase. And the Tristana had fleet footwork and was trying to auto me a lot, but I was able to catch that angle really well. Willer's reaction is such a scene. I feel like Willer's reactions actually does give me energy. He's definitely the cheerleader of the team, right? Yeah, Willer tends to lift the team spirit like this often. Are you satisfied with today's performance? Yeah, I'm very satisfied with the performance in Game 1. Would you like to say anything to Willer, who has been your greatest cheerleader? Let's climb as far as we can together, Willer. Clear. Until today, K'Sante and Jax had a score of 2-6, with Jax showing more dominance. But despite that, you second picked K'Sante top in both games. So what is the matchup like? Like the matchup is really just like a skills matchup. So I feel like what happened was our team just played really well today.
플레이 좀 더 자신감이 있으실 걸까요?
Are you just more confident with Cassante? Like based on the comp, we thought that it would be a really good pick, but yeah, I think I do have some more confidence. And clear, today must be solo kill day for Leaf Sandbox with 3 solo kills on Closer, 1 on Tutty, and 1 on you, total of 5 solo kills. This is definitely not something you can achieve by strategizing, so how is this possible? While practicing, I feel like we were able to warm up really well, and with the confidence that we have, we were able to get so many solo kills. Were you expecting a victory today? Yeah, I think I was definitely predicting that we would win today.
자, 클로저 선수, 테디 선수가
All a result of hard work that paid off. And Teddy is approaching his 2,000th kill, but with 2 kills in game 1, his milestone has been postponed. So do you intend to share some kills next time? Yeah, he asked us to give him 11 kills each game, but since we couldn't do that, we made sure to agree that we'll give him more kills next time. And before the match, your head coach Ryu put out a statement that said that you'll get a 2-0 victory today. So since you made it come true, any word for your head coach? I'm so relieved that we got a 2-0 victory. And thank you so much for taking care of me, although I have just started out and haven't been on the stage for that long yet.
자, 그리고 또 오늘 클로저 선수 대표님이 또 직관을 오셨습니다. 이런 날은 또 이겨야 되잖아요. 네, 그리고 잘 이겼고요.
It looks like your president
대표님의 그런
is here.
카드를 한번 노려볼 만한데 어떻게 극딜 한번 넣어 보시겠습니까?
저희 오랜만에 이겼는데 사기를
Would you like to say something to your president? Please give us a good team dinner today since we have won. I would like bulgogi, please.
듣고 계실 거라고 생각합니다. 오늘 또 직관까지 오셨기 때문에 리브 샌드박스 선수들 많이 응원해 주셨으면 좋겠습니다. 자, 그렇다면 플레이오프를 위해서 이제 계속 모래 폭풍을
And now
일으켜야
for
할
the
리브
playoffs,
샌드박스인데요.
LSB must keep the sandstorm going. HLE is waiting for you in the next match, so please share your resolution. Closer? Lately, because of our losses, we might have lost our confidence, but I feel like we have recovered that confidence from today's match. So I hope to keep this up. And clear? HLE is a great team. I feel like as long as I do well after my debut, I'm sure we'll be able to get good results. And this will be the end of the interview with Closer and Clear. And congratulations, I'm back to the space.